Hello guys, what is going on? Techroomuk here. So for today's video we have yet another keyboard from YUNZII. This is the QL75 Typewriter keyboard. As you can see, it looks like a typewriter. It's a really cool design. It even has RGB, which I'm gonna show you everything in a second as soon as we open it. But basically this is how the box looks like. We have the typewriter in the front. We have the YUNZII logo on the sides. Basically, as you can see, it's a really thick box. It comes with some really cool stuff inside. I'm going to show you guys. And on the back we have some manufacturer's information and some specs, basically kind of specs. It says aesthetics, mechanical precision, and user creativity. And pretty much that's it. As you want to mention, this is a wireless keyboard. It has a 4000 milliamp hour battery. And it works, I think, with both Windows and Mac. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and open the box. I'm gonna show you guys what you get inside, and after that we're going to put it to the test. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so after opening the box, this is pretty much what you get. As you can see, we have quite a bit of stuff, so let's go through them one by one, and as always we'll start with the small stuff first. So right here we have a quick start guide, basically some quick functions like how to connect it, how to use it and stuff like that, different languages as well. And right here we have a user manual. It's a more in-depth manual which tells you everything you need to know about the keyboard, warranty, how to customize each key with VIA, and how to use it, basically how to use it properly. I suggest give both of these a read. It will help you understand everything you need to know about this keyboard and how to get the most out of it. They have also included a nice cleaning cloth right here. It's actually a pretty good material. We have two spare switches, brown switches. We have a keycap and a switch puller right here. Pretty basic one. This side right here is to get the switches out, and this side right here is to get the keycaps out. We have a USB Type A to USB Type C cable, which can be used to either charge the keyboard or use it in wire mode. And we have the keyboard itself right here. As you can see, we have two knobs on the side, one on the left, one on the right. This is how it looks. The keycaps are round. They feel pretty good, to be honest. We have this right here which can be customized, but its default function is enter. We have this slot right here which you can put your phone, you can put your iPad, your tablet, and you can type on it using this keyboard because it also connects with Bluetooth with up to 3 devices, if I'm not wrong. And if we have a look at the connectivity, let me quickly turn it. We have a switch right here for Windows and Mac, on and off switch. Have a USB Type-C port, which obviously is used to charge it or use it in wire mode, as I said before. If we have a look on the back, we have some rubber feet. We have 5 of them, so basically those are anti-skid. It will just help stabilize the keyboard on a flat surface. We have the 2.4 gigahertz receiver right here to use it in wireless mode. If you don't want to use Bluetooth, if you prefer to use it for gaming, this is the best latency you can get. And pretty much that's it. That's all you get in the box. So now I will go ahead and set everything up. I will have it next to my main setup so you guys can see how everything looks like next to a gaming setup. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so this is how the keyboard looks like when it's fully set up. To set it up was super simple. All you have to do is take that 2.4 gigahertz receiver from what I showed you in the back, and then after that plug it into any available USB Type A port in your device, and it should be ready to go. If it's not ready to go, press this knob, just click on it, tap on it until all these lights right here, BT1, 2 and 3 are lit. and that will mean it's not in Bluetooth anymore and it's on wireless dongle mode, and it should be ready to go. But it was super simple. You have some cool functions. For example, if you press the FN key and end, you can change the RGB effect. It has some pretty cool pre-built ones already. As you can see, there's a ton of them. I personally like the rainbow effect. You can also decrease the brightness if you press FN and arrow down, FN arrow up to increase it. Obviously, to change the speed, it's FN arrow left and right. Obviously, right being fast and left being slower. And yeah, pretty much that's it with the functions. It's super great. As I said, it works with Bluetooth as well. It works wired. This is the enter key. You can use this one as enter, or you can customize it, or you can use this. Make sure you don't put a lot of force into this lever right here. It's a great function actually, and it feels really nice. It's made out of metal. And apart from that, everything works. You can use the knobs on the side as volume controllers. I don't know if my camera will focus. There you go. So you can adjust the volume as you like, and I will try to get as close to the keyboard as possible with my camera, and I'll press some keys so you guys can hear how it sounds like, to hear the switches. So let's do that now. Yeah, it definitely has some typewriter feel to it. It sounds a bit hollow. It's super good in my opinion. It works really great. The response time, it's also amazing. So let's see if I can press the Windows key. There you go. It's instant. So yeah, I think it's got about 1000 hertz of pulling rate, if I'm not mistaken. So it's good for gaming as well. If you guys want to buy it, I will have a link in the video description down below. You can check their website out. They have many more keyboards and cool accessories. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.